My journey started 14 years ago. Down the road here in London, I met a group of nerds from Munich. They built software to turn raw body signals into health insights. But to find product market fit was a constant struggle. In the end, we barely made it. I went on building more companies. Finding product market fit was my North Star. My last company was sold in 2020, operating in 7 countries, doing 10 million ARR. We had post-COVID, we had Ukraine war, and in Europe, we faced one of the toughest VC down cycles ever. Valuations dropped and investors held back. I, however, did not hold back on founding my own venture fund. AI changed every rule of business and every KPI of success. So as a result, deep tech, for long a European strength, now had to become the backbone of Serenity and the engine of the next wave of innovation. Venture capital is the fastest way to turn that innovation potential into economic power.
Next up, we have somebody whose life mirrors the transformation that Europe went through during his lifetime. He's built a company across 7 European countries and sold it, and then right when COVID hit, he decided to focus on the deep tech opportunity in Europe to build Vanguard Ventures. Axel.
Okay. Very well. Thanks. Hey guys, Axel my name. And when I was 4 years old, I experienced the reordering of an entire country firsthand. The Berlin Wall came down, and my family, finally free, rushed to the West. We found home in a very unusual place. A hotel in a castle 1 hour south from Munich, Schloss Elmau, where my parents started working in housekeeping. It became one of the most famous hotels in Germany, hosting summits such as the G7. And as a child, I stood there watching, being overwhelmed by nature's beauty, by the quiet confidence of the guests, and this relentless pursuit of excellence I found in every corner. In fact, the owner was a tech entrepreneur who built software in the 1980s. One of his companies was sold several times, the last time to Oracle for 5 billion. This lit a spark in me, and I wanted to become an entrepreneur myself. My journey started 14 years ago, 500 meters down the road here in London, where I met a group of nerds from Munich. They built software. The idea was simple. We wanted to use smartphone sensors and machine learning to turn raw body signals into health insights. And in fact, some of the patents from us are still in use today, for example, when you track your sleep with your phone. The dreams were big, the tech was great. We wanted to help the entire economy tackle work-related burnout. But to find product market fit was a constant struggle. In the end, we barely made it. And the CEO back then, Hans, is in this audience tonight. He became one of my best friends. And you might wonder, in this picture, I'm the guy on the left. Don't focus too much on my haircut, please. I went on building more companies. Finding product market fit was my North Star, and I was not afraid to tear down walls to get there. My last company was sold in 2020 to a European competitor, EBITDA positive, now operating in 7 countries, doing 10 million ARR. And this exit was a turning point for me. But not only for me, the whole world changed to start massively. We had post-COVID, we had Ukraine war, uncertainty was everywhere. And in Europe, we faced one of the toughest VC down cycles ever. Valuations dropped and investors held back. I, however, did not hold back on founding my own venture fund, a long-standing dream, together with my 2 partners. But we started from a very unusual perspective because we did not have any typical VC background, no family office behind us, nor a long track record of an established fund. What looked crazy from the outside, for me, it felt exactly right. Because when worlds get reordered, I feel exactly in my home turf. And in the midst of all this, my partners and me realized the opportunity of a lifetime. Europe's decade-long reliance on foreign technology, manufacturing, safety and energy came to an end. Europe had to raise its own game. And another tectonic shift started to kick in. AI changed every rule of business and every KPI of success. So as a result, deep tech, for long a European strength, now had to become the backbone of sovereignty and the engine of the next wave of innovation, like industrial AI, regenerative agritech, resilient supply chains, or quantum computing. BCG and McKinsey estimate the market potential for deep tech at 8 trillion by the end of 2030. And half of the world's deep tech hubs are in Europe. Venture capital is the fastest way to turn that innovation potential into economic power. And emerging managers like us are those with the highest chances to outperform. This is why we're here on this stage. So, together with my two partners, we fuel this trillion-euro opportunity and invest in AI-native deep tech startups that help to transform Europe's economy into becoming more resilient, sustainable, and independent. We do this by investing in companies that are rebuilding industries, restoring nature, or rewiring digital infrastructures. I do this together with my two partners, Susan, who programmed search engines during her studies, then spent an eternity in management consulting, went on to build corporate venture arms like Allianz X, and in the end was CEO of a stock-listed investment company. And Sandro, he spent 6 years at Microsoft, bringing cloud and AI from Redmond to Europe, and later founded a satellite-powered climate risk insurance that is now being used by 40,000 farmers. In the last 2 years, we've invested in 18 companies. 6 of them already raised strong up rounds, which puts us in the top decile of VC fund performance in Europe. Among those companies are true category definers, like the Land Banking Group, which was founded by a former McKinsey director and serial entrepreneur, which is already being used by some of the largest enterprises in the world and financial institutions, now raising their Series A. We invested in a company like Particular, a team of absolute underdogs that have now some of the largest US asset managers and rating agencies as their clients. Now they're opening their office in New York. And since we invested, the valuation multiplied by 8x. Or 360 Vision, a team founded by a true prodigy from Pakistan and a unicorn founder from Munich. They're developing an AI-powered zero-defect manufacturing with algorithms that outperform their best-in-class competitors by 31x. All of these companies are operating from Munich. It's the perfect home base for us. It's the leading deep tech startup city in this continent with world-class universities, talents, and industry, all in front of our door. We can walk there literally. And despite our timing to start was not the best, right now we couldn't be more spot on. Europe has the chance to lead globally in B2B deep tech, and we are all in on this opportunity. So as we move towards our final close at the end of this year, we are assembling the last batch of investors to join our fund. We're looking for partners that dream big and share the conviction that one of the greatest opportunities of our lifetime is unfolding right now. Thank you.